but he already took the idea, so. Anyway, file name. I got a good one. Does it fit, though? Sort of. Named after the bird guy of R2H. I like that guy a lot. Anyway, I guess I can begin whenever. Let me just make sure my timer's active. Cool. Okay. Remember to buy R2H merch with Scooter on it. That's my recommendation. He's got beaten my 80% run and all levels run. We'll see. We'll see. I'll try and get a 29 at least. Anyway, I guess we'll start. In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go. Okay, so this is Super Monkey Ball 2 story mode all levels. To begin, I'll just try and explain most of the basic stuff you'll see happening in every level. Like in Frix's run, there's a bit of menuing, but a little bit less, because we're not doing any glitches to skip stages. We're just going to do some menuing in order to get through the transitions faster. Every time I complete a level, I will stage select, skips the ending animation, and every time I begin a level, I will retry in order to speed up the intro transition. I'll be trying to get that same strat Frix was talking about, didn't quite get it, but pretty fast, Hollow. Since I went over my estimate, you could play a few minutes under estimate. Alright, yeah, I'll try to do that. I'll make up for it, don't worry. My estimate's pretty generous, actually. I haven't gotten anything worse than a 32 and a no reset in a very long time, so we should be good. That is a nice Bumpy. Alright, good start. Bumpy is a very good example of a piece of tech that we do all the time. You'll notice that beginning every single stage will typically go wide, and will also bump into the walls, purposefully. What that is boosting, a mix of both frame boosting and wall boosting. Frame boosting is a technique where my mic is extremely far away. I just realized I have not put my mic in streamer position yet. I hope I'm not too quiet right now. I'll move it after this level. It's always something. It's always something. Hi, Mike. What were you doing over there? That's not helpful. Okay, we're good. That's my friend Mike. I talk to him, and then he repeats what I say into the computer. He's very helpful, but not when he's far. Woo! Okay. I went for a little bounce there to save time. It was such a deep bounce that it stopped me in my tracks. Anyway, so boosting. Wall boosting, frame boosting, basically going diagonal is faster than going straight typically. You need to do it in order to make tricks like this, where you skip, make jumps. Basically anywhere where you want to go faster, you usually want to boost. In general, you boost unless you're trying to get somewhere with a very precise timing and speed. Even if you need a precise speed, you'll typically need to boost to get to it. It's just, there's a lot of subtlety and nuance in how you boost. Sliders is kind of the first skip of the run. Oh, I would like to give a new strat a shot. This strat was just discovered a couple days ago by Bad SMSer. It's a little bit hard to nail, but if I get it, I'd be really happy. You also didn't see the stage in the 80% run. Alright! There we go! Bad top, everybody. You can actually skip going all the way around the top and skip right into the goal. That is good stuff. Alright. Shouts to Bad SMSer. There he's in the chat. That's the guy who discovered that strat. Apologies if I go quiet here. But that strat right there is also a pretty difficult one. Actually, the most difficult pause strat in the run. Frix kind of explained it during his run, but basically, what we do is pause and initiate inputs on certain frames in order to perform very, very precise stunts like that would not be normally possible in RTA. Except we have the ability to kind of like simulate tasks mid-runs by buffering precisely. That is actually 8 frames. I have to buffer to 8 different frames. You could lie and say it's 8 frame perfect, but I'm allowed to pause earlier than the frame, obviously, because I can buffer to it, but in general, it's pretty hard to get that strat first try, so I'm very happy that I was able to get that. Second try still saves time. That strat's so good. But yeah, pretty incredible, huh? That stage was actually skipped, but if Frix did that in his run, he would also probably done the same strat, and it is quite impressive to look at. But even with that strat, it's still a pretty slow stage, so you skip it in 80%. But hey, we're small. We can do whatever we want. But yeah, actually getting a time like that puts me ahead of my PB, so that's a pretty good start to this run here. Here's Coaster. Nice. Just drop into the goal. You could drop straight into the goal to save like 0.4 over what I just did there. But the angle's really horrible if you drop straight into the goal, so I like to bounce off the coaster in order to set up the angle a little bit better. That was a bit of an awkward bumpy, but we got in there. Yeah, let us know when it's okay to read donos. Oh, you can read them. Oh, I guess I gotta like cue you in. Yeah, I'll let you know. Actually, right now is a pretty straightforward part of the run. So if you have any donos, you can read them now. I would not mind. But, I guess just, whenever you want, just hop in and you can say them. You can almost interrupt me. I do stop speaking sometimes, so just try and catch me when I'm not talking. I can talk a lot, accidentally sometimes. But yeah, these stages are pretty simple. You just go fast, you try to get to the goal. There's, one coming up that's a bit timing-based, but it's pretty straightforward once you, have it practiced down a lot. You'll just notice instead of waiting for these inchworms to go flat, I will, get a jump into the goal. But yeah, if you ever don't know to read, just pop in whenever it's like kind of like a silent moment. And, I will be quite happy if you do that. But yeah, I'll let you know from now on. I'm buffers the same stage nearly as 2 pause for like a gamer. Bossless Coaster is consistent. You just gotta put a lot of time into it in order to figure out all the different situations that can happen. Alright, pretty good. Pretty good World 2, actually. Here's a little strat that you would have missed in Frix's run since he skips this stage. Alternative, we're gonna try and do a 3-frame pause strat, which will let us bounce off these moving squares and skip them entirely. Normally you have to wait for some cycles. Nice, alright. This is a really good start to the run, actually. This would just be a good pace run for me. I don't know. I'll try and keep talking, but... Yeah, no, I play better when I'm talking anyway. Even if this is a good run, I'll still talk as much as I can. But yeah, this World 2 is pretty good. For a marathon run, holy moly. Nice, no, this is better than my tourney matches the other night. Why can't I play like this then when it matters? Got 3rd place in the tournament. If I had runs like this every time, that wouldn't have happened. What the heck? But doing it for a marathon is better than doing it for winning, you know? Charity's way cooler than, you know, just getting 1st place in some silly tournament, right? Oh! Ah! First mistake of the run. We got pretty far without making any mistakes, actually. Considering how hard this run, that was really well done. But I just held up right a little bit too early on that frame. Still, it's a pretty fast mistake. There are worse you can make in World 3. But yeah, whenever... Well, just watch out for the pause menu opening during the screen. Like, during the gameplay. Because whenever that happens, you know you're about to see some crazy stuff. Some absolutely wild hijinks whenever that menu opens. It's always going to be something that you could never even dream of doing, normally. Because if you can do it without pausing, then I do it without pausing. That's usually my, my motto. Although, seeing how Wormhole went for Fricks, I might pause on that stage. Or I might just YOLO it and hope I get better collision than he did. Here's a pretty cool one. Kind of like the one Fricks did, except slower, because I used more frames than him. Feels bad, man. Don't remember what frame I got when I did reversible gear. Yeah, sometimes you just feel it, you know. Sometimes I don't even check the frame when I pause. I just know what I'm doing. I'm just confident I paused where I want to. But yeah, even with that death, this run's still pretty good. I would say this is probably... out of World 3, would have a chance for world record if I played clean for the rest of the run. Deathless is usually how I count the pace of my runs. Like, I count the number of deaths. Every death loses about, like, 7 to 10 seconds on average. That one right there was about, like, 7-8 seconds. So, like, the less I do that, the better. But, just because I die once does not mean you can't get world record. The world record currently actually has, like, 1 or 2 deaths right now, so you never know. I'm always doing world record attempts on my stream, that's why I talk about it all the time. I can't help it. But yeah, this World 3 went pretty well. Coming up, World 3 actually is a pretty straightforward world. A lot of it you would have seen in 90%. Oh, okay. I went over the goal for the swag. That was intentional. Thank you for bearing with me in slowing down my run intentionally in order to show you some sick moves. That was precisely what I wanted to do on Twister. Downhill. Cool. This is pretty hype. I like this category a lot. I've actually been running this game for like, I guess 1.5 years now or something. But, this is the only category I really run. I've touched the other ones a little bit 80%, a little bit of challenge mode and stuff. But there's something great about the adventure that is the whole 100 levels of story mode, you know? It's the longest main category, you gotta have stamina, and wild stuff happens, you know? You can still world record even when something absolutely nonsense happens on like Twister, you know? Other shorter categories you can't make mistakes. I kinda like the lenience of this one. That's why even when I was watching Frix's run, it was still like a cool run, even though like wild stuff would happen, especially that wormhole, but it's like, yeah, just keep going forward. It was still faster than story mode world record, so you love to see it. Anyway, here's Giant Comb. This stage likes to kill me as vengeance for never combing my hair in real life. It's a burden I must bear, though, because combing hair is for weenies. You know. Barber apologists. Why'd that happen I run? I'm never that bad at it. That was a lot of instances of no collision. Some of them were actually deaths, which I think you can control, but like the no collision, it's like, what are you gonna do about that, right? Actually, I can explain that. I don't know if Fricks ever like went in depth into that, but basically, whenever like, it's a ball simulation game, right? When a ball hits a bump in the ground, you expect it to get kicked up, right? We played soccer, we played the ball games, but in this game, not every single time the ball hits a hole, like triangle holes is a great example of that. Not every single hole I hit kicked me up. That's a little bit of instance of collision randomness, we'll call it. It's not actually generating a random number, so it's not really RNG, but it doesn't quite work the same way every time. At least for humans. If you're frame perfect, yay, green gold launchers. 2 for 2, Fricks. We're together on that stage. But, basically, it's not random. Like, it's not technically random, because if you were frame perfect, like, tasks will get the same collision every time. But for humans, it's like we cannot guarantee the same collision. Which is why Wormhole sometimes, instead of getting the kick up into the goal, which is what you want... Woo! Okay. We're good. We both got it. Hand RNG. But, for the longest time, the myth as to how RNG worked in this game, it was something like... The game only checks for collision, like, 48 out of 60 frames. Which, like, a lot of people echoed for a long time, but that was disproven. Because it seems like you get collision less the faster you're going, and more, like, the slower you're going. So really, it's more based on, like, how your ball is positioned over a bump and how fast you're going. There's little instances where instead of getting clipped, you just kind of get zorped right over. It's a little bit frustrating, but there's really only one strat that really causes, like, destruction when you get no collision, and that's Wormhole. Everything else, everything aside from that, there's really no randomness in this game. That can, like, woo! No randomness! But let me tell you, that doesn't happen that often. I gotta stop making goofy noises whenever I scream. This is not even the thing I do on my normal stream. This is Marathon Peter for some reason. Okay, there we go. It's a little bit better. So, pretty solid World 4. Getting a sub 12 is usually my milestone for a good pace run. You want to be like a low 11 if you're playing like perfectly, playing cleanly and trying to, you know, save time over world record, but 11:35 is not bad at all. The only deaths we've taken so far have been pretty short, which is super cool. Alright, we'll go for Wormhole pauseless in order to restore the name of Fricks. Here we go. Huh. 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 Oh, there it is. One more try. I won't retry infinitely, though. I do not want to get stuck there. There we go. Alright, second try still saves time over not doing that skip. That's A-okay. I'd even take that in a PB attempt. You can't count on good collision all the time, but that was not bad. See, second try, right? The RNG gods giveth and taketh, depending on who you are, I guess. It's weird I got collision there. No, seriously, that one didn't even feel like a good attempt. It's just sometimes you gotta roll the numbers. That's a fun strat to do. That saves 2 seconds over pausing. Because every single frame you pause usually loses a second, because it takes you a second to get to the frame, take in the frame, you know, on a human scale, and then buffer again. That's like the average. You can pause faster than a second, but you have to be more confident with a strat before you can do that. So, beat screen. You know what? Fricks managed to show off the pauseless technique. I suck at it, so let's do the pause. Fricks got to show you what it looks like successfully. I'll show you this wacky looking thing. Yeah, we just kind of hit off some sort of platform as it's spinning really, really fast inside that beat screen, and it just kind of works and sends us through. Pretty cool. Easier than what Fricks did, yet looks a lot more impressive because pausing. Yeah, the pause is a good show. It shows you how frame perfect you can be if you can, you know, always go forward on the exact same frame. I did not do that load manip menu incorrectly. We'll have to fix that later. It shouldn't cause any real damage because the load manip is so fast nowadays. I think we'll still get a sub 15 World 5, which is pretty solid. We'll just have to do the menuing again. Alright, let's see if I can have a good time with Fluctuation. I also boost before getting on the wall in Fluctuation. I like how much time it saves. Whew. Okay. Kinda wild. No death, though. Ah! You were supposed to skip that stage. Dang it. What was happening there is load manipulation. See, because this stage is so epically long, we try to do that stage last, because the game actually takes its time to load the next cutscene while you're in the final stage of the world. So if you do a really long stage last, the game has a ton of time to load the cutscene, and you get a very quick load. But I accidentally screwed up. And now a really short stage. Actually, Tower's pretty long. Tower is a pretty long stage. That'll be okay for backup load manip. I won't try to optimize Tower too much. Basically, we want to take a little bit of time to finish this stage because the game's actually loading. Like, as we speak, the game is loading the cutscene. So if we do it too fast, it'll be like, you know, a long load. Let's see how bad the load is. Now loading. Loading. Now loading. That wasn't horrible. Again, Tower's a pretty long stage. If we accidentally did a really short stage last, we would have gotten the worst load you've ever seen. We would have been here for a solid 10 seconds. That was not bad. Oh, Frick's got a way cooler combination than I did. You almost avoid the widescreen doing Towers a little bit. Yeah, it's not that long. Tower definitely functions. It's lucky that I got that because I wasn't really paying attention to what levels I was skipping. I did the menuing just wrong. Ah! That was unexpected. Man, that was a combination of wrong things in order to make that happen. It was like I got hit too low, which allowed me to get hit off another clip, which hit me up into the party ball and then into death. That's A-okay though. Oh, cool, backup frames. This is a disaster. Alright, let's do it pauseless. We missed the frames. That's okay. Never give up, they say, right? Yeah! Improv style. Just kidding, that's a very consistent strat. It's just slower. Just pretend it was cooler than what Frick's did. And I will be happy. Punch Seesaws is a sneaky one. Yeah, it can punch you in the gut. Give you the sucker punch, you know, right off the edge. Alright. Tears. Let's take a somewhat thin path. There are ballers out there who'll even take a thinner path. Because basically the thinner the path you take, the faster you go. Because it's a shorter distance to the goal platform. I like to take the third thinnest. Some people are madmen and take the second thinnest. The first thinnest is literally like impossible to do pauseless consistently. It's that ridiculously hard. Fricks did something somewhat cooler here. He went straight into the goal. I like to take an extra bounce. Loses a second, but I never fail it. We'll go for something cool in World. We'll go for some cool stuff in World 7 that I've learned recently in order to make up for that. That was a boop. That was a notification. You should probably close the program that did that. Alright, we're good. I just take the thickest. Yeah, the thickest. No strat is that slow on tiers. No matter what, you still have to go all the way around. It's like not that much of a difference of strats based on what you do, but the thinner you go, the more time you save. Like the second thinnest only saves like a second over the one I did, but you know it's a strat. Steven Switch Inferno, shoutouts to @StevenCW _ in the chat. I failed his strat. It made him ashamed. That's A-okay though. Keep moving forward. Let's try it again. A double fail. Luckily we didn't die this time. We can back this up with a different switch. Funny thing about Switch Inferno, the switches are not randomized. The ones that work are in the same spot every single time. So as long as you hit the same switch, you'll always be able to get in the goal. The speedrun strat usually involves hitting the switch in a very optimal manner, which is why I failed there, but at least you don't know what switch you have to go to. Oh, they'd be surprised how deep into my speedrun career I've forgotten what switch I'm supposed to hit. It does happen. It's kind of embarrassing. But you know, without a risk of failure, what's life worth living, right? There are 4 switches that work. There's one that's so far away from the goal that I can't even imagine it, like, is possible. I imagine you could if you were a gamer, but I'm not. I'm just a silly speedrunner. Oh. Ah! That movement didn't feel as good as it ended up being. That's cool. Alright, I haven't really been actually pointing out the stages that you didn't see in Frick's run. I've just kind of been doing them. I'm sorry about that, guys. I want to point out the differences a little bit, but I'll do it from now on. Because actually, World 7 and 10 have some of the hardest stages that are skipped in 80%. Because not only are they long, they're hard. And yes, I've talked about long and hard stages before, and yes, I understand the implications of those words. But there's no better way to describe them. I can't, like, what do I say? Difficult, and I just don't have long synonyms. Give me a sec, I got this. Lengthy. No, that would work. That would work for wieners. Frick. Never mind. Hey, Domino. That's a pretty good stage. Difficult and time-consuming. That is right. That's why they skipped at 8%. Like, this one skipped. Check this thread out. It's pretty swaggy. We're basically going to actually get hit by the obstacle that's supposed to kill us. Yet we still have to dodge the obstacle in the next screen. See here? Ah! That was a fake panic scream. That's not that hard to avoid. But it kind of looks scary, doesn't it? I'm in 3rd grade, long and harder, haha, PP lol. That's what I was thinking. I was trying to avoid that reaction, and I opened up for it, didn't I? Sorry, third graders. Call your parents. That was actually the very first boss strat discovered. Block there. That stage is an extremely long auto-scroller type stage normally, but with one pause you can just bounce across all the squares and go straight into the goal. It's quite incredible. Alright, hierarchy. I'm gonna try to do a slightly faster version of this stage than what Fricks did. Alright, we got it. I don't do it as fast as some people can, but going straight in the goal is a good feel. Third graders unite. Alright. Oh, I want to do something cooler here. I didn't practice it anyway, whatever. Fricks did a faster version where I boosted. I want to swag a little bit too. I forgot. Okay, here's my back. Here's my reputation restored. I'm gonna do boosted quick turn. This is what I have. This is all I have. This is all I have. This is I'll take it. This actually used to be the stage where you would drink because you would just walk forward on it, but you can't actually. Ah! Let's try that again. This usually is the stage where you just walk forward, but you can actually survive boosting. It's okay. So, in honor of that stage, we'll take a drink after this world. Okay? Can you now? You actually can boost, yeah. And survive. It's quite incredible. Within one try, too, sometimes. Oh, hey, this stage was skipped to 90%. Because it's hard. And also takes a long time to complete. We got it first try, though. For quick turn. There's nothing in this. You were all tricked. I tricked you. You thought I was gonna drink something? There's nothing in that mug. It's a mug of lies. Hey, pistons! I like to call this pistons, except add an extra S on it, because, you know, sometimes it kills me. Boy golly, I hope it doesn't. Yay, it didn't. This is epic. Alright. Sorry. Okay, that's the last one, I swear. What stages are new that you guys didn't see last run? Okay! That's soft cream for you. Ruined ice cream for me. I can't even eat ice cream anymore thanks to this stage. Kinda sucks. Oh well. Ice cream's bad level design. Why should I eat it anyway? I only eat stages that would make good levels. I can't think of any other levels that are based off food, so I couldn't continue that joke, sadly. I'm sorry. I tried. Is there a level that's based off of food besides the soft cream? Melting pot? That's like a pot filled with food, right? So you never eat spaghetti? Spaghetti could be a good level. That'd be fun. Lots of paths. You can do like skips and stuff, rolling off the spaghetti. Are you kidding me? What are you talking about? Hey, we got Entangled Path. Did someone say epic? No, not me. You don't see that in this stream. Disorder is based off wafers? Might be a stretch, but we'll take it. Alright. At this point in the game, we need to be skillful, because we actually did enter the hard part of the run, although we kind of did the first 4 stages without really talking about it, but I swear they're hard. Actually, I died in soft creeps. You know what? We totally backed up the claims that it's hard. Good stuff. We need hard synonyms. Difficult. Tough. Skillful. There are many other ways to say what you're trying to say here, Peter. Oh! Okay. One pauses both frames. Nice. Yeah, dude. I've worked so hard on optimizing Vortex. Because both frames have a 2-frame window. If you know all the backups, so it's like, hey. And the second frame has a 2-frame window plus a backup 2 frames. It's like, it's great. You might as well one pause both of them. You know? Take a risk. The opposite of easy. That's true. That's a good one. That's long. Ah, there's that word again. Alright. Good race. Good race. Good stuff. Okay. Decent literacy, so I got lucky. You can go at that full speed and save point 2, but if you get a really lucky collision, you can like almost not lose any time to the full speed strat by going slowly. I got punished for being a coward, or rather, I got rewarded for being a coward. I'll retry that. That was actually early enough. I'd like to retry that. 75, 81. This stage you actually didn't see in 80%, so I really want to show it off. You bounce across the bumpers, which are supposed to kill you. It's kind of awesome. Nice. I think we can still get a 29 with this run. If World 9 and 10 were really good. I don't know. 29 is a really, 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 really good time for a no reset. Because actually the very first ever 29 only happened like less than 2 years ago. And for a while it was only Japanese runners who had 29s. It was only like this year where NA managed to get some 29s and 28s. It's pretty cool. We've been improving a lot. We've been catching up with the Japanese runners lately. Like getting a 28, that was a thing that only the top 2 runners had for the longest time. I'm glad that I'm able to have one, but it's so hard to improve. In order to improve my PB, I basically have to play deathless. Or very clean in like 1 or 2 deaths. Anyway, I'm glad I got to show off Warp there, the actual full frame set. Bouncing across those bumpers is quite a satisfying way to complete that level. You know what? I never left room for donations. I said I would. World 9's pretty straightforward. If you guys have donations to read, please do hop in and say them. World 9 is like the easy world of the endgame. It's a little bit of a break before I get into the ultra difficult World 10. So if there are donations, hop in and say them. Because I forgot to leave time for that earlier. Like I said I would.
Well, okay. Not sure why I'm in my voice.
That was awesome.
Yeah. Anyway, we do have a couple of donations. At least I think we have more than 2. Sorry, been out of it. Anyway, we have one from Ricket J. $20. And he wanted to say "Roots go." I think that was during last round. But thanks for that donation, Ricket. And another one from Swad SD's mom. For $100.
Wow.
His message was, "Mom wanted to donate."
Oh.
Thank you very much. And I'm not entirely sure if this donation was read or not, so I may as well do it for prosperity's sake. It's from Reason. It was $20, and his message was, "This donation goes to saving the SDJs," which was during the Hat in Time, I believe. Anyway.
Awesome.
Thank you so much for your donations, guys. I will leave you to your run.
Cool, thank you. Thanks again, guys. Anyway, like I said, World 9 is pretty straightforward. Right after I said that, I realized I did Guillotine, which was like one of the cooler looking stunts in the run. But, you know, I think letting that stage speak for itself is better anyway than trying to describe what's going on there. Ah! Little bonk, don't worry. It is no big deal. It's a huge deal. That killed the run. That was world record pace before. No, it wasn't. I wonder. I wish I knew more about what kind of pace I was on without my splits, but I am so reliant on them for information. All I have is a timer and a dream. Let's get a good time, son. Good World 10 incoming. I took this thin path for fun. I'm gonna have to restart the entire run now. Yeah, that's fair. More Monkey Ball content is good anyway. 2 small runs in a row, that's what this marathon needs. Actually, it can be 3 because we already did story 80%. We've really gone ham on this particular game. Also, you didn't see this level in any percent, but it's very long normally. But thanks to TAS, it's not. That level takes the entire timer to complete casually. Fun fact. But thanks to a 5-frame pause strat, we can actually get a clip right all the way up to the top of the stage instantly. It's quite impressive. Takes some good pausing accuracy. Luckily, there are a lot of backups. There are a lot of levels like that in World 10, which is why so many of the levels are skipped in any percent. Tons of levels that require multi-frame pause strats that are slower than skipping them, but also really fast compared to how you do them casually. This world was built in a very, very tedious and time-consuming way. But thanks to the power of speedrunning, it doesn't have to be. This world can be almost under 3 minutes, actually. 3 flat is definitely possible, so quite impressive. Alright, here's Labyrinth, a 4-frame pause strat. The first 3 are frame perfect, so the chances of me getting them are low. I just wanted to hype you guys up if I actually got them. That was why I said that. They were totally... Ooh! Backup frames. Oh my gosh. Heck yeah. Don't know what the swearing policy is in the stream, so I said heck. That's like the one swear I indulge in, I swear. Usually I'm pretty good. Let's go! Excuse me, sirs, what is your spaghetti policy? Oh, this stage is cool. Stairs and ball game. Usually you have to slowly roll up a bunch of stairs and take a ton of time, but thanks to the power of retrying, we can try it again. Thanks to the power of pausing, we can do it very fast. Check this bad boy out. 45. 41. Bonk, bonk, bonk. Wow! How's that bonk? How do you do that? How do you do that in real time? That's crazy. What is this guy, TAS? No! I cheated. But that's what we're here for. That's what speedrunning's all about. Huh. This is a little variation of a strat Fricks was doing. he didn't pause to get it, so he wasn't able to get up on the wall, but if you get up there, you save a second. But since I paused, I didn't really save anything over what Frick's got. Unless I paused really fast, but I don't think I did. Anyway, here's another stage Frick skipped. Invisible. It's hard, it's long, it's invisible, it's terrible. But we're going to do a 3-frame pause strat that lets us bounce across all these invisible platforms in a very skillful manner. Just like that, right into the goal. 47. Casually, that stage is about like a 15 left on the timer. You save a solid like 30 seconds there. Quite impressive. Anyway, very, 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 very last level of the run. Frick says other players find it hard besides him. Let's see if that's true. Yay! That's awesome. 29:57. That is extremely good. That's a time that was, I'm really proud of that. Wow. That's really cool for no reset. Usually my first no reset of the day is like a 30 or something, but barely a 29. Scraping by into that monumental territory right there. Very cool. But yeah, thank you guys for watching my run. Really happy to be here. Thanks to Cyanide for inviting me. It was fun to show off this game. If you like this game, check out the Super Monkey Ball 2 community. We're all over Twitch and Discord and stuff, and we put a lot of effort into this game. So yeah, please do enjoy. And there you go. I went under estimate. I made up time. Let's go. Whoever is up next, I guess can start taking over. Looks like it should be Track Day with Deus Ex PC. Cool. Amazing run, dude. Thank you, Burst. Thanks to the GGs, guys. I had a lot of fun with that. That was cool. I'm just gonna stage select real quick. So that something's happening.
I mean, I'm here.
Oh, hello! Oh, sorry, I didn't hear the Discord sound. You were invisible. That's awesome. Alright, cool.
Yes.
Good luck with your run.
Thanks, man.
I will, are you ready for me to stop the stream?
Sure.
Alright, cool.